Abductors of students and staff of a college in Zamfara State are demanding 350 million naira as ransom. The bandits are reported to have contacted the provost of the college from which the students were abducted, Habibu Menesara, who confirms that he spoke with the victims in captivity. 50 students and 4 staff of the institution are being held after an attack on the College of Agriculture and Animal Science, Bankura, on Monday. For updates on the insecurity crisis in Zamfara and Katsina states, Arise News correspondent now gives us the report.
Student, 4 our staff, then 1 commercial driver. 2 of our securities were killed, and 1 police officer was killed also. 3 of them were killed. That operation, the military came to the college and start shooting, so that if they are responding, then they can run away.
There's need for the government, the state government, to see how it can support the collaboration of other security agencies, so see how it can put, because it's a very large area and it's situated in a very lonely area, and there's need for the presence of security agencies to be here. Not only one security, that's other, the police and the civil defense, at least the army are also there doing their own work, so that we can bring them in here and see how we can form a synergy.
Now, for updates on that insecurity crisis in Zamfara and Katsina states, Arise correspondent Awal Ibrahim joins us now. Awal, over to you.
Good morning, Mr. Ruben. The latest about the Zamfara kidnapping is that a very short video was released yesterday, which is assumed to be from the bandits, where the adopted students are now saying the bandits are threatening them. They have given them 24 hours for the ransom to be paid, which is 350 million naira, or they will kill them. The student who was speaking says they even took them to a site where they showed them bodies of other kidnapped victims that were killed because the ransom was not paid. So now this is the situation. They have made their demand, and now they are threatening to, kill these students within the next 24 hours if the ransom has not been paid. And also in Zamfara, aside from the Bakura kidnapping also, there was another kidnapping and killing in Dansado community of Maru local government area. Then if we come back to Katsina, the whole week actually has been somehow chaotic because there has been a series of killings and kidnappings. It is just as if nothing was being done before to control or curtail the situation. You remember we reported the incidents in Matazu local government area. That is the 11th local government area facing these issues of kidnapping and killings in Katsina State, where about 20 communities have been sacked. The men no longer sleep in their own houses. So the bandits are coming out to kill. So this led to the protest organized by some youth from Matazu local government and Damusa local government area. They are lamenting that much has not been done from the government. They are saying they need more deployment of security personnel. Just while those people were protesting in Matazu and Damusa, then the bandits now started, adopting another style in Bazari local government area. They are now disguising as women, covering their faces in hijabs. This was what they did on Tuesday, where they kidnapped 3 people in Bazari town, the headquarters of Bazari local government area. And in same Bazari last night, around 9:30 p.m., these bandits struck again. They killed 3 people, 2 have been hospitalized, and they have gone away with more than 10. Then Jibia also has its own share. You remember Jibia sharing border with Niger Republic. So the bandits also struck in one of the communities where they killed 5 people, and they have done with about 15, most of them women and children. One unfortunate incident also that happened on Monday was a Bache battalion, or rather some soldiers from the neighboring Niger Republic, were after the bandits that went to a community in Niger and rustled some cattle and crossed over. So in the pursuit of that, they come to a community, Mazoji in Jibia local government area, but the Nigerian, security men were being ambushed, and unfortunately, 2 Nigerian soldiers were killed, while together with a vigilante member, while those that sustained injury have been taken back, and also their armored personnel carrier was being burned down, and the bandits were said to have also escaped with the APC that was mounted on that. So this is the latest in Katsina and Zamfara as at now.
Well, but Awal, what's your assessment of the quality of the response by the state government? Governor Matawale is quoted as having expressed concern and all of that. Now, what exactly is the government doing, particularly in terms of, one, debriefing the staff, the 2 persons? I think 2 persons managed to escape on Monday. What do we know in that regard? And what exactly is the state government doing, apart from wringing its hands in what looks like utter frustration? The same situation we have seen in Niger State, in Katsina State, and elsewhere.
Well, actually, it's only when these things happen, that's when the lamentations will be coming from the chief security officers of the state. The locals are saying much has not been done. Most of them are saying a lot of community approach should be made. People should be assisted on how they should defend themselves. Let's come down to Katsina. In Katsina State, the government has disbanded the activities of the vigilante group. And now the government is saying people should defend themselves. It is only a communal approach whereby the vigilante are duly recognized, supported, or empowered. And they are always willing, as they always say, to work alongside the security personnel. So what the people are saying, the governors are not doing enough, and they are not allowing the people to do what they think is right for them to defend themselves, except for some few local government areas where the traditional leaders there says whatever it is, they just have to make do with little support from the traditional, or rather from the vigilante group. But even the well-to-do individuals in those communities are not so willing to support the activities of the vigilante group, because the body language of the chief executive officers of the state is not so in support of that. But in Katsina State, they have now launched the tripartite security approach, as they call it, which is a kind of, a strategy raising from the local government to the state and also to the federal government. So if this thing or this plan is duly followed, is being implemented properly, perhaps that is when these issues of incessant attacks might start to be addressed gradually. But as of now, the locals in Katsina and Zamfara State, they are saying they are helpless because the attacks is increasing by the day. The farmers have been, let me say, about 70% of the farmlands, on the fertile areas have not been cultivated this year in Katsina and Zamfara. And for the few that has been cultivated again, little support in terms of farming input was being given. So automatically there would be crisis. And one unfortunate incident now, these bandits have seized these farmlands, most especially in Zamfara State, and they are kidnapping some of the communities for farm labor. The bandits will kidnap a larger number of this community. They will take them to their farmlands, deep into the forest to work for them before they will now release them. So the bandits have now turned to be the farmers, which is a sign that they have really gotten a settlement where they think it is their own permanent place of abode. Also in Katsina, there are these cases. So it is either you work on the bandits' farm or your family members pay ransom. So more needs to be done. So the question people are asking, 2 years back, there were a special tactical this is a department launched by the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps. They call them Agro Rangers. But up to now, we are yet to hear talk of seeing where these Agro Rangers are performing, either in Katsina or in Zamfara or in any state in the northwestern part of the country. So the people are saying more security needs to be deployed for them to be able to settle in their respective communities.
Well, thank you for this detailed report, grim as it is. I mean, thank you for raising the issue of farming and food security that you alluded to. The government of Zamfara has made efforts to provide bags of fertilizer at 7,000 naira per bag, which is quite reasonable. But what is the point of that if people cannot actually go to their farms and, cultivate their land in peace? What exactly should be done at this point? You mentioned a protest and the demands were for support, but that support just is not forthcoming. What do you think the solution should be at this point?
I think the solution should be let the government sit with the members of this community that are facing this crisis. Most of these bandits are people from within the state. Some of them even members of the community they are, attacking. An example was in one of the communities where we reported in Saskia. While we were going in to report, the vigilante members have to pinpoint a particular settlement that the bandit leader that led the attack on Saskia community is a member of that community, and that was his house. A day before the attack, they have to come to evacuate their family members. So these are the issues. So community approach and also the vigilante groups should be also supported because they know the terrain very well. So, and also more security personnel should be deployed in the hinterlands. What they are saying is they used to cite the bandit camps, but still the security personnel will not be able to go there to attack.
Right.
So this is the question.
Okay.
This is the question they are asking.
Okay. Thank you so much for that, Awal. I thought the military said they've been gaining a lot of grounds recently. They paraded Boko Haram bombers that surrendered. Is that operation not getting through to these bandits? Are they not crushing them? What is really happening? And what is the reaction of the military to most of these attacks? And I want to know, has the Nigerian government reacted to the killing of some of their troops as they made incursions to fight the bandits on Nigerian soil?
The Nigerian military have been of assistance. Let me tell you, every Sunday and Thursday, Sunday is the market day in Jibia, while Friday is the market day in Gurbum Ori, a community, neighboring Katsina and Zamfara State. On many occasions, the Nigerian army will call in. There will be the people that will escort traders from Jibia to Gurbum Ori. So on many occasions, they have been coming to render assistance. Unfortunately, the incidents that happens on Monday happens to be just one of the unfortunate ones. But they have been coming, and the people are even relying more on the Nigerian, military support than they are getting from the Nigerian army. This is what majority of the people, mostly in Jibia local government area, are saying. They prepare to call on the Nigerian army for support because they always react promptly.
Well, thank you very much, Awal Ibrahim, for your insights. I will keep in touch to monitor the situation in both Zamfara and Katsina State.